welcome to my vlog. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you the mats that I use and what I use them for, and these are just recommendations that I'm giving you because I've used the products. This is not sponsored, so let's get right into it. The first mat I ever tried in my life 10 plus years ago with my first ever teacher and guide, Copelia, was this manduka. I love their logo. It's like a little frog. So I love purple. It's my favorite color. So of course my first mat had to be purple. And I have got this for 10 plus years. It was definitely an investment, but totally worth it. So this mat has extra grip as well. So it's specifically made for that. And I just sweat a lot. Go figure. And I really need mats that have good grip. Now, this manduka mat, for me, it's amazing to practice at home, but not for hot yoga. I tried to use this mat for hot yoga, and it didn't work. I was slipping all the time, so that's fine. I just keep it to use at home. One thing that I really like is that it's very thick. So for example, here where I practice yoga, I have the carpet, and then I put a rock just to have a little bit more of cushion, and then this mat is just perfect. I can actually also put it on the floor and I would feel very cushioned. So Manduka, I really recommend that brand. They also have very fun colors, but I use this for my practice at home, especially if I want a little bit of more thickness to it. And the second mat I ever got in my life, and you might say, you've been practicing for a while, just 2 mats. Well, yeah, the thing is, if you make that investment in your mats, you're gonna have them for a long, long time. Of course, if you take care of them as well. But mats are really meant to last for a long time. Of course, if you go out there and you see their websites, and you're like me, you wanna get a new mat every month, but hold your horses. And it's not about spending a lot of money and also just taking what we need. So the second mat I ever got was this one. It's also purple, as you can see, and this is a Lifeform mat. Again, this is definitely an investment. They go from $160 to $190 US. And I got this one because when I was taking my 200-hour certification last year and I was using the manduka, it was very hard because where I go in the studio of yoga where I teach and where I take my certification, it's hot yoga. So we get very sweaty very fast. And I had to use the yogi toes, which is a towel that you can put on top of your mat. It's the same size, but you kind of have to have a lot of things in your yoga bag. So my teachers from the studio recommended this one, and to be honest, I was very skeptical. But no, it's honestly fantastic. And whenever I have people joining my class and they ask me about a good grip yoga mat like Lifeform, it's just the best. And you can see I've used it a lot. This is the one I use every day. And what I also like about Lifeform is that they have their alignment system. So you can, it's easier to see where your feet and hands should go. And your feet, for example, when you get a warrior 1 or 2, like these lines will help you with the alignment. Another thing that I really like is their designs. This is, their simple version, because I also didn't want it to break the bank too bad. So it's just one color. But if you go to their website, they have amazing colors and different patterns, and you can also personalize them. So that's very cool. Of course, for a little bit of extra money, but hey, if you want to give yourself a birthday present, or if you can, then maybe it's fun to explore different designs. One of the cons of this mat is that it's super heavy, like super, super heavy. And so, whenever I'm going to work and then I go practice afterwards, like I just have my backpack with my laptop, then my bag with my yoga straps and my blocks, and then this, and it is really, really heavy, but it's worth it. Another thing, of course, is because you sweat a lot on it, because it's mostly used for hot yoga or even in normal yoga. But if you sweat, like, you know, some of the designs or colors they have that are a very light color can just get stained. So, but you know, just keep on top on your cleanliness routine with your mat and you'll be fine. So this was Liveform yoga mat. And then last but not least, these are 2 yoga mats from Rumi Earth. I just found this brand recently and I really liked it, and I got hooked on it because of their travel mat. And I also then found this version of a very good grip mat. So first I bought this one. It's their grip mat, and I just started like wanting blue for some reason instead of purple. So this is a very good grip. Again, I tried it on hot yoga and it didn't work very well. I was sleeping, but again, I sweat a lot, so it depends on you. But for me, it didn't work for hot yoga. But when I'm practicing a little bit more of fiery flows here at home, I use this one. And actually, it'll be the one that you see in most of my classes on this channel, because it has a very good grip. The only thing though is that it's not as thick as the Manduka. For me, so far, it's good with the carpet and this rug, and sometimes I would just put a blanket on my knees if there's any pain. So that's the only con, but it's a very good mat for practicing at home if you're doing a little bit more of a fire practice, or if I'm going away for the weekend and I have space to take a roll-up mat, then this is the one that I would take. And finally, again from Rumi Earth, here's this mat that I absolutely love. It's their travel mat. So as you can see, it's folded. And I love it because, I mean, it's just perfect to put in your backpack even. And you just fold it, and you can have it folded for the whole flight. I've took this to Mexico, and whenever I unfold it, there's no lines. It doesn't get like, wrinkled, anything. The shape is just as new. And what I really like is that you fold it. So sometimes if you don't have a big carry-on, or if you're using your carry-on for your actual clothes, then you can just fold this one in a very little square. And it's, you just put it at the bottom of your carry-on or even in my laptop backpack, and it's perfectly fine. Now, cons, of course, for the nature of this mat that it's meant to be folded, it's super, super thin. But, if you're traveling and maybe you're at a hotel, you can just put one towel or a couple towels on the floor and then this mat on top, and you'll be perfectly fine. Another cool thing I have yet to try, but I imagine this working perfectly fine on the beach if you want to have a little nice flow when you go on vacation. And yeah, as I said, it's perfectly fine to just take everywhere. So I really, really love this one, and it has become a staple on my trips. All right, so I hope you enjoy the recommendations of mats. I'll leave some of the links below. Again, this is not sponsored. These are mats that I use on my normal practice and yoga every day. And yeah, try them. Let me know what you think. And if you have tried different brands or different versions of these mats, let me know on the comments so we can share the best tips with this amazing yoga community. All right, I'll see you on the next vlog.